This time of year, it's really key to remember your houseplant care because you know me, I'm a crazy plant person. I got tons of houseplants. I mean, I got tons of plants outside, but inside I also have a lot of houseplants. So when they've gone through the winter and they're just exhausted from, you know, kind of being in a dormant phase, you want to kind of wake them up and get them going. So I like to give them a little bit of fertilizer. Just to wake them up, get them going, because you'll start to see that growth now that the days are starting to get longer. So
So people are going to ask, which fertilizer? What do you use?
Sure.
I just use Miracle Grow. I use Miracle Grow.
I do
You just
too.
do a low dose. Yeah, I just do
too.
one teaspoon to a gallon of water. It's great. I mean, just give them a little bit to wake them up and keep an eye on your watering because you're going to want to increase your watering now that the days are getting longer. So, you know, in the winter, you were probably watering once every, at least me, I was watering once every 2 weeks. But now I'm going to start checking them once a week because you're going to start to see growth and you really want to capitalize and get them to grow and be beautiful. So that's what's going on down here. Inside stuff.
So which one do you absolutely like not do that, like fertilize? Like I'm not a houseplant person at all. So I will be like, okay, Devin said fertilize. So I'm like fertilizing everything, not thinking twice.
I mean,
so
if you have like African violets or orchids, you know, you want to use more of a specialized fertilizer for them. Because they do make African violet food and orchid food. Blooming houseplants, you know, are going to want a higher middle number. But I mean, other than that, succulents, everything, just give Miracle Grow.
Can't wait for my husband to come because it's his world.
He's getting on it.
That's his world. Yeah.
Like Devin said.
I don't know what the weather's like in Austria, though, so don't quote me on that one.
Right.
It's dark, so.
Do you grow African violets? Okay,
Me?
I gotta ask, who grows African violets? You do? I heard they bloom for a long time and they rebloom. And no?
So I don't grow them.
They just
my
look
mom,
like grandmas.
Yeah, but my mom can grow them so good. Like I don't understand. Like she's terrible with. I hope she doesn't listen to this, but she's not the best with houseplants. She like is one of those. The plant will be like dead, and she's like, "I'm gonna bring it back," and I'm like, "Throw it away and get another one." But she's really good at African violets and getting them to bloom. And the key for getting African violets to bloom is they make a little African violet pot. So it's like a glazed pot, and it has like a pot that you planted in that has porous, and then the water soaks up because, you know, with African violets, it's key that you don't want to get their leaves wet. They do not like wet leaves, so you just fill up the water underneath, and she just uses her African violet food. And one thing that is really, really key is African violets really like artificial light. So like she has them at the kitchen sink, and there's a light right above it, and she just leaves it on all the time, and I swear her African violets are like always blooming. I don't understand it because I've tried them and I can't do it.
Okay. I was going to go to Pike's and grab some because I kept getting, you know, like, oh, they look so cool and they're purple and I love purple. But I had to ask.
Yeah. And they make cool ones with variegated leaves.
Good indoor plants.
There we go. Yeah. Inside and outside.
Awesome. Miracle Grow, shout out. Teaspoon to a gallon
of water. Yep, right? Teaspoon.